Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to another Nerd Vibes.
Yes.
This is going to be a special review because we're reviewing two movies in one video. So the last time we did this was with Dracula
and Renfield, yeah.
Yeah. And today, or whenever this comes out, we're going to be reviewing Barbie in this part of the video. And Oppenheimer in another part of the video.
Yes.
Because they're coming out on the same day. We're celebrating the meme. We're probably going to be seeing Oppenheimer tomorrow as I was recording this.
We are.
Oh, we are.
Yes.
Right.
I already got the tickets.
So yeah, it's fun. We're gonna try and keep this quick. So the plot is, I didn't expect the Barbie movie to have a plot at all. I figured going into the movie, I got one thing very right, and it was that they were going to make fun of men in any given way, and I was like, yeah,
Yes.
they did that quite a lot. Not that I have a problem with it, it's just I expected it, and I was like, okay, that's unsurprising when they did it. But yeah, it was great. The music was very good. And to explain the plot quickly, let me do it this time. Basically, Barbie Land is run by the women, the Barbies, and the Kens are kind of inferior, I guess, in this world, just like the women in this world, the real life. And there's Alan, played by Michael Cera, who's just there, I guess. And basically, Barbie, the actual important one, starts having thoughts of death. And when she said that, I was like, damn, that's me for real. I relate to you a lot, Barbie. So basically, everyone was like, Barbie, what do you think about that? Oh, that was bad. And then they were like, I forgot what happened, but basically they went to the real world, came in with her because she had to find the person in charge of her doll because
she was
malfunctioning and shit. She had to get help by the unfunniest person ever, and Kate McKinnon, whatever her name is, one of the least funny. Anyways, yeah, so they went to the real world, and the metal people, the company people, were
Mattel.
like, yeah, listen, Barbie and Ken are in this dimension, right? We need to not have that, so we need to put them in a box, I guess. There's gonna be pornography of Barbie in the box with cum in it, so just another prediction, which I think will come true.
You're missing one key factor with the box thing. Ken ran off.
Yeah.
Ken walked off, and he saw the real world. How men. He saw Rocky and horses and
yeah.
and he's like, yeah, I need to tell all the kids.
I need to tell everyone. And so he went back, but we'll get to that later because Barbie finds this girl who's sitting at a table with her friends, and
who she thinks is like her owner.
Yeah, let me just say, in 2023, when you see two random adults in a school setting, in a school area, dressed in outfits that look like could be in a porno, I'm surprised they didn't get arrested the third time, but it's all good. They didn't, because why not? But yeah, basically, the girl's just like, oh, fuck you, you're a stupid bitch, and I hate you. So Barbie just cries because she's a woman in this real world, and she's really emotional. This loss of stress. That's why they are not in charge in this world, because they're emotional. And basically, the CIA comes and abducts her, right? And they take her.
It's Mattel, not
Mattel. Same thing. But yeah,
there's something about like Mattel. Like, I don't mean to like backtrack you, but I don't know why, but Mattel reminded me of the SCP Foundation for some reason. Like the
SCP?
way, yeah, like the foundation. And then when like the scene where Barbie breaks out, like there's just a bunch of rooms, like a bunch of doors. It just reminded me of like the SCP Foundation.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, Mattel's basically the toy SCP Foundation.
Yeah. So basically, Barbie's in the room with the CEO and
Mr. Mattel.
Mr. Mattel, yeah. And she escapes. And they're chasing her. She runs out the building, and this mother who's trying to reconnect with her daughter,
Same
the bitchy
daughter.
the same daughter, sees her, and she's like, "Get in. We're going to go shopping." And then they drive off, but then, the CIA falls after them, and the mother's just like, "You know what, girls? We cannot go shopping anymore because we have the CIA after us, and it might be the FBI as well." So basically, they try and get away, and then they what do girls do? Well, obviously she was driving very destructively, right? So, another cliche. Not that I want to point it out, it's just, whatever. But it's what happened after that chase scene?
Ken went back to Barbie Land with this newfound information, and they basically pretty much destroy Barbie Land and make it like the Kendom.
Yeah. Like, there were like so many like subplots in this movie.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, there's Phantomism, there's the CIA situation, there's the Ken situation now, there's death, lobotomy at some point. Like, I don't know what the.
Don't forget the ghost.
The ghost?
Yeah, there's a ghost.
The old lady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally said she's a ghost.
Yeah.
There was just, ghosts are real.
Ghosts are real. It was good though. And then a whole lot of shit happens where like the Barbies are just like Barbie herself.
Because of like the Ken influence, all the Barbies become corrupted and submissive, and they have to stop that.
Yeah, because God forbid men are in control. Anyway, so Barbie's just there crying like usual, like she usually does in the movie. And, the mother and daughter are like, "Hey, don't cry." And the Barbie's just like, "No, I'm sad." So then, they just are like, "Okay, you know what? She's too emotional. We need to leave." So they go away in the car, and then Michael Cera's there. And he's just like, "Hey, did you know that I was Scott Pilgrim in that one movie?" And then he showed that he was Scott Pilgrim because he fought lots of people. So yeah, that was a great throwback. And then while he was fighting those guys, the 7 deadly sins or whatever, he, the mother and daughter were like, "We need to go back because it cannot be called the kingdom. It needs to be called Barbie Land." So they went back and they're like, "Hey, let's manipulate the women because that seems to be easy these days." So then, all the Barbies just got a plan together, and they were like, "Hey, we need help," So pretty much, one by one, they're like taking the Barbies away from the Kens, and after that, at some point, the Kens got angry because the Barbies just kept leaving them or whatever. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. And then they fought. But on the same day they fought, they were supposed to be voting to do the
alter the Constitution.
Alter the Constitution of Barbenheimer, I guess. Okay, that was on the script. Okay, and then So while they were fighting, the Barbies behind their backs, because typical women, they do everything behind their backs. Okay, that is just so cliche, and I'm glad that they got that right in the movie, the way they did. And they voted whatever. They're like, hey, do we want Barbies to be in control or something like that? And they're like, yeah. So everyone's like celebrating. And Ellen was there being a cuck. Good ending. So then they went back. The Barbies went back.
You forgot literally the most important part though of the ending.
The
ghost of the creator of Barbie makes her a real human.
Yeah. But Ken got a happy ending where he's independent. He's Ken himself, and then Barbie just goes into the real world, and it's just like, hey,
girl boss.
Yeah, girl bossing around.
But no, it probably ended in probably the fun, because I knew they were gonna make that joke. She's like, yeah, I'm here to see my gynecologist. I knew they were gonna I thought in I don't know, the purgatory of Barbie world, I don't know. I thought she was gonna say something like that she had a vagina now or something, because they made a joke about how they had no genitals.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, good movie. Good movie.
I will say this was probably one of the funniest movies I've seen this year.
Yeah, it was very funny for some reason.
I like the first 20 minutes or so, I was having this existential man, I'm actually watching a Barbie movie right now.
Yeah.
And then it funny stuff started happening, and then it's yeah, okay, I'm kind of into this now. Then by the end I'm like, wow.
Yeah. In the first
this might be the greatest movie I've ever seen.
20 minutes, you were laughing nonstop. I was like, I'm about to punch this guy, I swear to God. Every line the character said, you're just there just
yeah.
That was a good impression of your laugh.
Thank you. It? Yeah.
The part where Ken ran into the waves, that was funny,
Mm-hmm.
Ran into the waves in slow motion. Then died. They had to revive him. Luckily he made a speedy recovery. And yeah. The movie could have gone a very different direction there, honestly. If Ken had broken anything or died, this is not a movie. The movie just ends there, goes completely different. So, what do you give this movie?
I wanted to add in, Ken literally us for real.
Yeah.
He's the beginning, he was yeah, he's literally me. Just at the party, just sitting back, just watching Barbie talk to the other Ken, and he's just I gotta do something.
Yeah, I gotta make a show of some kind. But yeah, he just like me for real because I want to let the woman of my choice see me at all times and be like, he is cool, and I want to suck his dick. That's what we all want, A woman in our life to be like, hey, you're great. Come over here, give me a big old smooch. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was laughing so much because I thought it was I knew there was gonna be I knew it was gonna be PG-13, but it's there's just something just the irony of a Barbie movie being PG-13 and them swearing.
Yeah, they did one or two swears.
I think I swear I heard one F-bomb that they didn't censor.
I heard that shit.
Yeah, where they were running around the office.
Yeah,
and I thought he was fuck. When they did a Scooby-Doo-esque chase, where they both scare each other and then run in completely opposite directions, and he's like, fuck. That's right.
I went the wrong way. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Will Ferrell in this movie was very epic. Very good job. And his line were like he was like saying his dreams of like little girls or whatever in their dreams or whatever in the least creepiest way possible.
Yeah, that's Jimmy Mattel for you.
Yeah.
Jimmy Mattel.
Yeah.
Jimmy Mattel.
Jimmy Mattel. Thinking about those little girls always. Yeah. We need to check his hard drive. Honestly. Anything else?
I mean, we can talk about the experiences while we were at the movies.
Yes. At the movie theater, we saw a Barbie box.
The Barbie box, yeah, the cardboard.
And, you know, Jay pointed it out to me, and I was like, bro,
we're getting in it.
We need to do a video. And so Jake recorded a video of me. I don't know if he got like all of it. I'm pretty sure the video.
I was, because I haven't used an iPhone. I was like, oh, am I supposed to hold it?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. And I'm like, okay, now you can. So I hope I did.
Yeah.
But when you took a picture of me in the Barbie box, you did a fucking awful job.
You know that meme where it's just like that one friend is taking like the most like freshest like photo or video of like the one friend.
Yeah.
And then the other friend just like takes complete dog shit photos.
Yeah.
Dog shit attempts.
Yeah. There was a huge line for the Barbie.
Yeah.
I never thought I would like see a day where there would be a line to take a picture of a cardboard cutout box. Yeah. But here we are.
And then record another man getting inside of it, bumping into it immediately.
There was I don't know if you since you were in the box, but there was a little girl when you were in the box. She was like trying to do like lean in for the picture, and you fucking shaked it, and she like got scared. I didn't see it. Like she looked back at you like, what the fuck is he doing?
I need to see the video. Hang on.
You like bumped into the box and the...
Okay, we're watching Barbie. We're wearing good colors.
Yeah, she was like leaning on like the left.
Oh,
but you did it again.
It wasn't in the video.
Oh no, do something. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I love that few seconds where you're just standing there like it's for the fucking picture.
It wasn't in the video.
Yeah, and then while you went to go get popcorn, so a couple things happened while I was waiting for you. Firstly, my friend's hot older sister saw me, recognized me, gave me a hug, and she was in the same like venue as us too, so we had a small talk or whatever. And then a bunch of old.
Sorry, I'm uploading the video right now. Can I do that live during the video?
Yes.
Okay, we're watching Barbie. We're watching Barbie. We're wearing good colors for these special occasions. Here we go. What should I do? Oh no, do something. Yeah, that's good. We're watching Barbie. Okay. We're wearing the good colors for these special occasions. We're watching Barbie. We're wearing the good colors for these special occasions.
Oh yeah, that's something for the viewers at home. We both are wearing. Everyone in like literally like 70 to maybe 80% of everybody were wearing pink. Me and Matt, we're dressed in black and gray. And then I told him when we go see Oppenheimer, we're gonna have to wear like bright colors.
Yeah. God.
We're like tie-dye or something. But yeah, so anyway, what I was saying was there was a group of older women.
Yeah.
And they were like, excuse me, like, can you just take us a picture of the box? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I said, oh, can you do one for me? Because my friend is a terrible photographer.
Cool, thanks.
And they're like, yeah, sure, no problem. Yeah, so, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was very cool. very epic. And you know, I wish I could do it again. It was a fun experience
Yeah.
and something I will never forget until like 2 days from now when I watched Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. Yeah.
I'm gonna time to rate Barbie.
What?
I'm gonna rate Barbie.
You're gonna rape Barbie?
I'm gonna
Barbie?
rate Barbie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, better to do that than the other thing.
Of course,
Yes,
of course.
of course.
Oh no, we have to ask. Was there any Barbies you simped for in this movie?
I don't know. Like, I guess like the main one and a couple of the light dark skin ones.
Uh-huh.
Um.
Also like the beginning of the movie caught me so off guard, and then like because it looked like it was gonna be like post-apocalyptic or something.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is
What's
happening?
going on?
And then like I'll have to show you guys. But when they revealed like Barbie as like giant, it made me remember. Do you know that meme with like the it's like the Superman comic, and he's like the giant woman, and Superman like just looks up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh yeah. Like the comic panel. That's what I was thinking. But yeah, I'm gonna give my I was thinking of it. Like that would have been me. Oh. But anyway.
Alright, uploading the video right now. Guys, watch Barbie opening night experience on YouTube.com. Very epic.
So yeah, I'm gonna give the rate, and then we gotta talk about the last thing that happened while we were waiting to come back here to record the video.
Okay.
I'm gonna give this movie 10 out of 10, cinematic masterpiece. This was probably one of the greatest films I've ever seen of all time. It's gonna sweep the Oscars next year.
Yes, it is.
Like it's Barbie sweeps. Cinematic masterpiece.
It is clear cinema.
For real.
Cinema at its peak. Anyways, I give this movie a 2.
A 2.
No, I give it like an 8.5 because like some parts are just like, okay, why did they do that?
Yeah, I do agree. I do feel like there were some times where the pacing was kind of dragging out, I guess.
Yeah.
Like the movie was like under 2 hours, but it felt longer.
Yeah. Like I said, it felt like so much stuff.
So yeah,
was happening.
I'm gonna agree with your score here. But I do think a lot of the comedy was pretty much the highlight.
The comedy was the highlight of the movie. It was the saving grace of the movie. I mean, Michael Cera, though, he carried the movie for real, you know? I think we can all agree on that.
Alan's literally me.
Alan is quite literally me. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw Alan on the screen, I was like, that is me in the movie. I am finally being represented. And then I saw the Asian kid, and I was like, no, wait, he's me instead.
Yeah. It's like Ken was literally me, and they're like, which one? And you're like, yes.
It's like that Spider-Man meme, which is like, wait, which one are you talking to? Ken? No, you Ken. But I'm Ken. Are you talking about that Ken? No, he's talking about Ken. You know, something like that.
Yes, and the last thing, we were leaving the theater.
Yeah.
Waiting to go back to your place to record this video.
Yeah.
And there was some scooters.
Yeah. So when we got there, the scooters were in the same place.
Oh, they were there when we got there?
They were there.
I guess I didn't see them.
On the sidewalk for some reason. We watched the movie, had a phenomenal time. I puked in the theater, spilled some popcorn as usual, and we walked back out while waiting for my parents. And
what do you decide to do? You decide to ride the scooter.
To try and ride it, but it wasn't electrical. Maybe it was probably electrical. I just didn't know how to use it. So instead, I just kind of used my leg like it was a skateboard. and it was very awkward. I waited for like 30 seconds, and then I saw this other guy with, I'm assuming, his girlfriend or sister or friend also try riding it, and I was just like, yeah, that happened to me as well. And he had trouble like trying to find a place to balance it, and I was like, yeah, I was there one time. But yeah, very funny.
Yep. Yeah.
Oppenheimer. Whoa. We're back.
Hello there.
The next day, and we just finished watching Oppenheimer.
Yeah. We did it.
Yeah.
We did Barbieheimer.
We did Barbenheimer. We survived Barbenheimer.
Yeah. I literally saw a meme recently where it was like history repeats itself, and it showed Barbie and Oppenheimer, then it showed Doom and Animal Crossing.
Yeah. I saw that meme too, and I was like, this should happen more often.
Yeah. We're here.
We're here.
I don't think we should talk about the plot because, like, I feel like because it's something, since it's more like historical, this is like something you could just easily like Google, like, oh, what happened?
Yeah.
So it's not really.
I don't know how.
I wouldn't explain it either.
Basically,
just it's not really a biopic of Oppenheimer. It's more of just like him, just like starting out in like the scientific community, then rising up to be, the director of the Manhattan Project, and then pretty much his downfall for being accused for having communist ties. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. If he didn't have those, he would have been A-okay afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't mean to sound like a
This was your most anticipated movie this year too.
Yeah. I walked in to the theater like I'm ready to be confused as fuck, and I left like wondering what the fuck just happened. Cause there's no other way to put it, right? I'm fucking retarded, okay? I am stupid. So when they started talking, when Oppenheimer started writing on that chalkboard, I was like, okay, what is blood saying? What are you doing? Stop. Let's play Hangman instead, come on. But yeah, I don't know what he was talking about, but I like the vibe of like, I like watching smart people talk for some reason.
Yeah, this was pretty much a sitting and talking kind of movie.
Yeah.
Which isn't really my cup of tea.
Yeah. It isn't mine either. But the concept of the movie is interesting
enough, yeah.
Yeah. Even though like the part that everyone is waiting to see was only like a build up of like 5 minutes, and it only happened for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
And what would that be though?
Huh?
What would that be? The bomb?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really. Yeah, they didn't show like what happened in Hiroshima or Nagasaki. We just saw like the testing.
Yeah. Well, that is the point of the movie.
Yeah. Of course.
It's not to really like show like, hey, here's what happened in Japan.
Yeah.
It's like this is what happened leading up to it. This is kind of what happened.
Yeah.
The process.
Pretty much a Oppenheimer focused movie.
Yeah.
Because it's literally called Oppenheimer.
Now who was Oppenheimer? The guy or the bomb?
Zelda moment.
No, Frankenstein moment.
Oh.
Yeah. I get them mixed up. Oppenheimer, more like Oppenheimer, right? Fortnite.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I found the movie very enjoyable, but I will say that the 3 hours really.
You felt it.
You felt it.
You felt it.
You felt those 3.
I would not see the movie again. I would be more likely to watch Barbie again than this movie.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, there are a couple clips I would rewatch, but yeah, we'll get to that.
Let's get to that now.
You want to get to it now?
Sex.
I wanted to tell you, like, before going in, like, there better be a sex scene, I swear to God, but like I didn't want to say that out loud in public.
You should have.
But I had because it was Florence Pugh. The combination, I had the biggest combination of a grin and just a jaw drop, just like I ever had.
Yeah,
it was so off guard.
Because like, what happened before they started? They were just like talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they were fucking in like a party.
Yes.
Where it was just like,
yes.
Yeah, science, and then the girl was like,
cut the fuck.
Just you can't be too sure, and then it just cuts to her having her boobs out.
I was just
you know.
Thank you, Christopher Nolan.
Like, okay, goddamn. I mean,
thank you, Christopher Nolan.
They couldn't have put a trigger warning, like a titter warning, you know. Like, goddamn. Like, I'm not complaining, you know, but like,
it's Florence Pugh. Like, yeah. Come on.
Goddamn.
I think she's single. I don't know.
Single?
I think so.
Hang on.
I know she just broke up with Zach Braff, and they had like an age gap, so it was like.
Wait, what? They had an age gap?
Yeah, he was like, Zach Braff. He's an actor.
Yeah.
I only remember. I think the only thing I know him from is just voicing the monkey in the Oz the Great and Powerful. But that's all I remember him.
That name does not ring a bell.
Yeah, Zach Braff.
Yeah, I think that's an AI generated name.
I wish Zach Braff were real.
Yeah, I wish a person named Zach were real. Honestly, there's not any Zachs that exist.
Yeah. Yeah, she's super hot. So.
Yeah. Just like the bomb.
You know? Yeah, there was a warhead in my pants, if you know what I'm saying. When that scene came.
I want her character to give me that Nagasaki, you know?
Nagasaki?
Yeah. She can Hiroshima on my dick. That doesn't make sense, but I had to include Hiroshima in that.
I know. I wanted to like. I wanted to fist bump you when the scene came. Just like, nah.
You know what would have been really funny is if every guy in the theater was like, yeah!
Oh, I was, like I said, I had the combination of just a jaw drop and just a grin. Just like this like sinister grin. Just like the best for like a visual medium for like what my grin probably is like the gif of Godzilla and that doing that like evil. That was me. Just like, yeah. And then it cut to him new, and I was like, "You fucking cock blocked me! Get back! No, go back!" I will say, for our theater though, I feel like there was more kids in there than for Barbie. I just heard so many people giggling at like the stupidest shit. Like I didn't find anything funny like throughout the whole movie, but I just heard people laughing about like the stupidest fucking one-liners or like just like. I feel like every time the word communist was said, I heard someone like, like, shut the fuck up.
There were like 2, maybe 3 moments I thought were kind of funny.
I didn't.
I forgot what they
I feel like it's because of like the tone of the movie that I just was like completely like.
Yeah, the tone of the movie is like, you don't expect anything funny to come from it, but when a funny line is supposedly said, you're just like, wait, they can do that?
It is what it is, as is, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not really gonna start laughing.
Because it isn't intended to be funny. It's intended to be serious, but the tone of their voices is funny.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Like, I forgot what I laughed at, but, like, yeah.
I know, there was just, like, some of the just, like... But it's, like, some of the one-liners just weren't even, like, that, like, so hilarious to begin with, anyway. It wasn't, like, anything, like super humor or anything.
Yeah. I mean...
Where, like, it was, like, maybe, like, there's, like, a quip or something, and then people are like, ah! Like, it's a Marvel movie. And, you know, I'm used to that, but it's, like, with Oppenheimer, like, really?
Yeah.
I'm disappointed about no one cheered when Einstein showed up.
Did you see Logic at all?
I did. I will talk about one thing I love about this movie, that for my personally, the cast in this movie was insane.
Yeah.
Like we were pretty much knew going in that there's like the cast was gonna be stacked.
This is
pun intended.
This is like a super team of
We had Iron Man. We had Green Goblin.
Yeah. We had
Huey Campbell from The Boys. Josh Peck.
Josh Nichols, rather.
Roger. Okay, so I saw him. I think he only had like one line, but he was in the room with all the scientists. With like Josh, like in the room with like Josh and stuff.
Okay.
And then when they did like the final like Oppenheimer speech, and they did like they cut to like the entire crowd of the people behind the project. Yeah, he was in like the same row as Josh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see?
Oh, and then of course with Florence Pugh, you know, you have Black Widow's sister.
Yeah. Which
Which
most important character in history of cinema.
Yeah, it feels kind of surreal now that I've seen both Black Widow and her sister topless, but here we are.
Here we are. Did you see a character that looked like a reporter by any chance?
A reporter.
A reporter.
There were a lot of characters that looked like reporters.
Cause a little fun facts, but supposedly there was a character of a reporter that was portrayed by a former NHL player.
Oh yeah, and another one, Rami Malek. I was like, I literally, when he like first showed up in like the movie, I was like, there ain't no way that they're not giving Rami like Freddie Mercury any speaking lines, and then they gave him the whole like testimony or whatever he was giving out.
He is so awkward in anything he's in. Like, he just is the most awkward guy you can cast as anything. Like, fucking, even Night of the Museum he's kind of awkward in. Fucking...
Until Dawn.
Yeah, Until Dawn, he was just like the most awkward person in that entire
I mean,
game.
that was kind of the point for Until Dawn, though, that he was like after his sisters, he became like so mentally like...
I didn't watch the Freddie Mercury movie, but...
I didn't either.
I
saw parts of it.
I assume he was also very awkward in that movie.
From what I saw from the Freddie Mercury movie, that he did a good job, and I do think that, what's his name? Cillian Murphy, who played Oppenheimer, I think he could be a good candidate for, you know, Best Actor for the Oscars next year.
Yeah. He did a
like,
good
Oppenheimer
impression.
might be in like a lot of categories next year. I said that about Barbie, obviously ironically, but for Oppenheimer, there's probably gonna be a lot of supporting actors.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Next year with Oppenheimer.
I don't think Barbie would have any actors or actresses. Really.
I would probably say for if Barbie was nominated for anything, it'd probably be for I don't know, like costuming and like just set design. I don't know if that's a category, but just like, you know what I'm talking about with like Barbie Land, I guess you could say. Yeah. Like just for like, or cinematography or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it was like when... Yeah, and it was so, like, funny, too, because it's like, I just, like... Because, like, the tones are, like, literally, like, Josh is in the iCarly revival, and then, like, it just cuts, and now he's in Oppenheimer.
anytime he was on the screen, I was just like, I cannot.
I was
him
like,
seriously.
I can't take Josh Nichols.
I cannot take this guy seriously.
This. I was very disappointed that when the bomb went off, Josh didn't go, "Hug me, brother," to Oppenheimer. Yeah.
Don't you have a brother? And Josh just goes, "No, he's kind of in car like you are right now, because he had minor problems. Both that, I mean that in two ways, by the way. So yeah, it's awkward. It's awkward at the family table right now. But yeah, so I need a new brother.
Yeah.
It's just. Of course, he was the one who pressed the bomb, though. Fine. Josh.
I wanted it to be Roderick because that would be more Roderick energy.
It would be more Roderick-y. Yeah.
More Roderick energy.
Yeah.
I know, because I saw it like an interview. Because someone did an interview and they talked about, Devin, who played Roger.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I was so excited to see him in Oppenheimer because, Diary won't begin. And he's like, oh, he gets his moment to shine. And yeah, and he only had like one line. But he was probably in like the background for like most of the shots he was in.
Yeah, I did not notice him at all.
I can probably find a picture, but yeah, he would. I know. I was like, and then I was like, when they did like the final thing with like the speech, and I was like, I can't believe that I'm watching I never thought I would in my life I would see a frame of a movie with Roderick and Josh in like the same movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I said, just for personally for me that like a lot of the like supporting characters were people like I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see if.
Yeah, because I knew. Oh yeah.
I'll see if there's a picture.
Another guy we missed was Matt Damon.
Hey, yeah, Matt Damon's in like everything though.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Who else? Who else are we missing?
Oh, I found him. Okay. He's on the second to left.
Second.
Yeah.
Wait.
Second.
The guy in the
yeah.
Brown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like he was barely.
Yeah. I just saw something on Instagram. Oppenheimer fan sets off bomb at a Barbie movie premiere.
Why? We're supposed to get along.
Like, okay. Come on. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you weren't triggered by the black and white constantly transitioning.
I found it weird because wasn't that like the more recent kind of event in the movie? So why do they put it in black and white?
And then they would do like of like that same like time and moment in color, too.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna assume that there's some deep artistic meaning behind it that will probably be explained by Nolan at some point, but once like the movie's out. But yeah, it was. Yeah, there was like in the beginning too. There was a lot of just awkward like. There was like the transitions from like flashbacks were like really awkward. Like they didn't really. It was just like, oh, we're like what 20 years ago now. Okay.
Yeah.
Like immediately when they were doing like the testifying, then it just like cuts to because it looked like it was in like the same like time frame, and it like cuts to like how he's like, oh, how I knew Oppenheimer, and then it looked like he like got up and then it transitioned into like the flashback. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, he said he knew him for like 12 years.
Yeah.
It's like, what? What? Okay, what? I don't get it. Yeah, the pacing in the movie was kind of weird.
Yeah, like I said, those 3 hours you feel 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because it's not really, because this is more of a, like I said, this is more of a drama than like something like more engaging for like that can like kill the time, I guess you could say.
Did with Endgame, that was 3 hours, right?
That was 3 hours and 5 minutes.
Did you feel all 3 hours in that movie?
But the thing about Endgame was, I mean, there were some aspects where I did feel like they dragged it on just to make it longer. But
Mhm.
but once like the action starts, once there's like actual action, like you don't
Yeah.
feel it.
That movie probably felt like 2 hours.
Yeah, give
two
or
and a
take.
half.
Give or take.
Yeah.
It was so because and then with this movie, a lot of times it's like when I was like watching, I feel like I'm like, okay, are we in like 20 minutes in or are we in an hour in?
Yeah.
If you know what I'm talking about.
Kinda, yeah. Another thing before I get to that, with the black and white, I didn't mind it, but the type of it's not the black and white filter I hate. I don't mind that. It's just the fuzziness along with the black and white that I hate. Because when there's fuzziness, I'm like, this is eye-wrenching to view. So it's not the black and white. If there's like a black and white movie that you want to watch and it's clear, then I'm down.
It needs to have a HD
It needs to have a
HD restoration.
It needs to have that, and good sound as well.
Good sound.
Good sound as well. Yeah. I hate like dusty audio.
Dusty
is the best adjective I could use right now because I can't think of the other one. Fuzzy audio. I can't stand fuzzy audio. Like in Dracula, like that was the.
Well, to be fair, I'm just gonna say in their defense, that was one of the first times they used audio like ever.
No, I'm not blaming them at all. I'm just saying in general I hate it.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm just saying like in their
I'm
defense,
not blaming
that
them
was
for
that was literally like the first time they. That's like. That's like when you look at, I feel like I'm wearing a Godzilla shirt, which actually makes sense watching Oppenheimer because Godzilla was created by an atomic bomb.
Yeah.
But well, yeah, like it's like when you compare like when they do like the summation, when you look at the first one, it's like so tacky and stuff, and it's like well, but it's like that was the first time they did something like that,
Yeah.
and then obviously when you go back like later on, they got better, and that's probably when it's coming out. That's probably the last movie I'm coming to see this year.
Which movie?
There's gonna be a new Godzilla movie from Japan coming out in the US. So we're probably gonna have to go see that.
Yes. Even though I've never seen a Godzilla movie ever.
It's a reboot, so you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to worry about it.
I shall think about it because I'm not huge on it. But yeah, I'll think about it.
I'll probably have to. If not, I'll probably have to ask Isaiah because he's some weeb.
Yeah.
Then we gotta ask them about Ninja Turtles, which is I looked up. It's gonna be like the Mario movie. There's gonna be showings on fucking Tuesday.
Cool.
So.
Oh, Tuesday. Well,
that's where they start. That's when they start.
Yeah, we can just not do Tuesday.
But I will say that it does make more sense because it's coming out in August and summer vacation. So yeah, that makes more sense than like the Mario movie being like coming out in March, April.
Yeah.
Having Tuesday night stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. That did not make sense at all. What was I gonna say? Yeah.
About the runtime of the Oppenheimer.
Not the runtime. Rather the like I understand vaguely what Nolan was trying to do with like going back and forth through the time periods. To kind of like turn
context
for like each section of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, like cuz like I didn't know because like I don't want to get into like I don't know if I could call it political or like I didn't want to like get into like a conversation but like if Oppenheimer really was like being a Russian spy or whatever, so that's like something I don't want to get because I don't. The only thing like I just only remember because I did watch one video about Oppenheimer like a while ago,
Yeah.
and all I know is like about the atomic bomb and that I did know that like his wife or whatever had ties with communism, and that's why they started like the side eye basically on him, like,
Yeah.
and that, you know, eventually that, yeah, he was, you know, let go of his position because they were like, yep, Cold War.
Yeah, at the beginning of the movie, they seemed to be very fond of Russians, and at the end of it, you could tell, like, oh yeah, this is the beginning of the Cold War.
Yeah.
This is when shit gets serious. And oh yeah, and another cool part too was
I will also say this when
Shut
the
up.
oh sorry go on.
Another cool part was when they were having the vote, and like the 3 voters. One of the 3 voters
Yeah.
was like the up and coming guy from Massachusetts, like whatever his fucking name is, Kennedy or whatever. Like that was cool. That was really cool.
Yeah, everyone should have started applauding like it was a Marvel, like, oh, reference.
Everyone should have just done an audible gasp at the same time. Like you just heard
I think I heard a couple, but like not like the whole theater was just like, yeah, that's a reference.
Yeah.
That I know why they did that, because Kennedy, from what the other thing I remember from the Oppenheimer, that Kennedy, like, was willing to forgive him.
Yeah.
And like offered him, in his administration, offered him his job back, but Oppenheimer declined it for a quiet life.
That makes sense. I mean, I don't blame him.
Oh, I wouldn't either.
Yeah. I was like, he already did his job. He is probably like a top 10, like the most important human of all time. Oppenheimer.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even top 5. So yeah, I wouldn't blame him for wanting a quiet life in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Shit was crazy. I was there when the bomb exploded. I was inside the bomb.
I was about to talk. When they did the testing, I actually got nervous, even though I knew the bomb was gonna go. Like I knew it was gonna go, but just like the countdown, just got like really nervous. Like, is it actually gonna explode in front of?
Yeah, they did a good job pacing the countdown, setting it up, and then when the bomb exploded, the silence of them just staring at it was just so good. I expected a bigger explosion sound.
Oh, yeah.
And like, cause everyone was making it out to be like a fucking earthquake happening in the theater, and I wish it was that way, you know. Cause like those memes were just like the Barbie theater is just next to the Oppenheimer theater, and they feel the explosion from next door.
It's the meme of Mr. Krabs and Squidward getting exploded out of the Krusty Krab by the pie bomb.
all the
Barbie attendants.
All the Oppenheimer theater goers just explode into the Barbie theater.
They crash right through the screen.
And they were just like, you know what? Let's just all watch this movie now.
Yeah.
That was rough.
I also did think they did a good job with the, I don't know how to, like, the quote unquote twist antagonist with the Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Because at first it seemed like that he was like trying to, you know, he was on like Oppenheimer's side, and then it was like, oh no, he's trying to screw him over basically.
Yeah.
That it was all pretty much him. That he was the mastermind.
He was the
All of this because he didn't know what. No, all of this because Einstein did not make eye contact him and didn't say anything when he walked by him.
Yeah. I mean, I would be very pissed as well if
Albert Einstein.
Like, if I met Albert Einstein and he walked past me after I said hello, I would.
Your villain arc would begin.
I would take my revenge on J. Robert Oppenheimer for no reason. I would dig him up and I would be like, okay, you skeleton, fuck you. And I would feed him to my dog. I would give one of the bones of Oppenheimer.
And that was like the big mystery. Like, what? Because he's like, I mean, I'm using this I'm talking in simplistic terms, but he's like, Albert Einstein didn't look at me because he was like, he probably said Oppenheimer probably said something about me, and like, but we found out what he said at the end, and I thought that was actually probably the ending was pretty just like kind of dark, I guess.
Yeah.
When he was like, because like originally like he went to Einstein with like the equations for the bomb, and then Einstein's like, I can't do this, and then Oppenheimer's like, all right, and then at the end they were like conversing, and he's like, remember,
when we said we're
gonna destroy the world,
destroy the world,
and he said we did, and then it cuts to, like him just having these like PTSD of like just a bunch of nukes going off, and I thought that was pretty dark for the ending.
Yeah.
I mean, he indeed was right.
Yeah.
This movie actually shows like really it really shows how just terrifying nuclear weapons are.
Yeah. It shows kind of like the disturbing, how do I say this without being like sounding anti-American, anti-freedom or whatever. Like, it really show like the weirdness of like people celebrating like the multiple deaths of like innocent people.
The thousands.
Yeah, the thousands of innocent deaths in Japan.
Yeah. Like and then when he was like talking and he thought he was basically like kind of hallucinating.
Yeah.
Another weird thing with this movie.
Yeah.
This hallucination sequence.
And like, stepping on the body.
Oh yeah, I was like, I have seen I have seen pictures actually from Hiroshima, and Hiroshima they are actually disturbing. Like what happened.
Yeah.
I think the most disturbing one to me is just I think they're called like the Shadows people, where they literally like.
I know the lady on the stair one.
Like the shot, like that's like something just so like depressing, but it's also like kind of like eerie to like look at.
In a weird way, it's also
when like they like when they were like in the heat of blast and they just get incinerated, but like I don't know what like the scientific like what happens, but it basically turns them into shadows, and it's like actually like
I don't know if this is it for sure, but I think the Flash is just wait no okay. They're trying to explain the shadow at all, because like maybe the exact opposite effect. I have no idea. Fuck.
I want to Google it, but I don't want to see the pictures, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no, I think I...
Try not to, like, not get a picture. Maybe if I... It's just out of respect, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here we are, the shot.
Nagasaki photos.
Yeah, cover my hand, okay. Okay, I don't want to accidentally. Yeah. But there was some articles about it, and I have seen the pictures before, and it's like not very...
Of like people, or just the
shadows, yeah.
Oh. Is Nagasaki or
Hiroshima? Yeah, Hiroshima. Yeah, Hiroshima was the first one.
Yeah.
I think it was like Hiroshima was like the first one that was like bigger, and then Nagasaki, they launched Nagasaki, which was like a smaller one. That's why when they like when the military came in to take them, there was like one crate that was like bigger and one that was like kind of smaller.
Oh,
I think.
Is this real?
The shadow?
There's like a shadow of like a kid like mid jump.
Yep.
Shit. Just imagine like
this is like if there's like one like black and white movie, it would have to be the original Godzilla, because they really like, because it was clearly made for like Japan's like reaction to the atomic bomb.
Yeah. Like
there's like genuinely some disturbing shit that happens.
Yeah. Oh god. This one might not be real. It. I don't know. It's just like an outline of like an adult and a child.
I don't.
It looks like
I
it's just
couldn't.
drawn.
I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't confirm.
Yeah. Very strange.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're still there. So like, I'd feel so uncomfortable if I have to walk by that.
Yeah.
Like that was like a person literally like seconds before. Now it's just a dark void shadow.
Yeah. The first time I saw the lady on the stair one, it
was
just
probably
like,
in high school because that's probably where I saw them all, was in high school for when we talked about World War II.
Mm.
They also made atomic weapons very. You probably weren't in the class, but there was a class I was in, and they're like, and they said, atomic bombs are just so powerful that if one hit Boston, if we turned to like the direction of where Boston was, we would instantly be blind. If we just like even if we were like sitting in a room right now, we just turned that way, we'd be blind.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though we're in a basement?
Probably.
Wow. Holy shit. Like, imagine, like, the...
Oh, and then there's this fucking... And then my science, the fucking whack science teacher, there's literally a site that can literally, like, simulate, like, if you hit a nuke, like, where, like...
How
like, the blast
distance,
radiance. Yeah, like, why would you do... Oh. And they did it for our town. I'm like, why? Why would you do this? Like, you're giving me nightmares.
Yeah. Yeah. We're kind of in a fucked spot. Because, we're, like, near...
a major city.
2 major cities.
Yeah.
Near both of them.
Yeah.
So, like, if they go for, like, either city...
Yeah, we're fucked.
Even both, like, we will not exist anymore. Everything...
Or we will be, like, permanently damaged.
Yeah. There will no longer be people in this general vicinity. Like, at all.
Yep.
It would become unrecognizable, especially considering, like, how much progress they possibly made with the atomic bombs, too.
Oh.
Like...
Yeah, because, like, the whole thing about, like, because that was like the thing with like the concern with like Oppenheimer being the spies because they were again, like, I don't want for it to count as political, but like Oppenheimer literally told them that he was worried about an arms race, so why would he like help the Russians, if that makes sense, if he was literally worried that they were gonna figure something out.
Yeah.
Which they ended up doing, and the Russians were actually the ones who created the biggest atomic bomb in history, called the Tsar bomb.
Mm.
I have to hear it a lot because fucking power scaling, and for fictional characters, they always compare the Tsar bomb to like, of how much force it generates to like compare to like a character's powers. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to hear about the Tsar bomb like a lot.
Who would win? The Tsar bomb or Michael Myers?
Definitely the bomb. Ain't no way Michael can survive a nuke.
Prime Michael Myers.
Yeah, he can't survive a nuke. Like someone did. I thought he did. Like in like a bullshit comic that he survived a nuke. But they're like, no, that's literally just Ben Tramer. Michael Myers. No. It was a they did like the comic panel from like Halloween 2 with like when Ben Tramer got hit by the car, and people like took that like panel out of context and be like, oh, Michael Myers survived a nuke. Like, no, he fucking did.
Holy shit. That Ben guy cannot catch a break in any universe he's in. He just needs to put that Michael Myers costume down. Not put it on at all. Goddamn. Anything else?
Before the rating?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not.
the sex scene is still engraved in my brain.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about that tonight.
That is like the only thing.
No, I know. We need to talk about when they like with these like hallucinations, right? When the wife, like it just like the camera pans and then suddenly Oppenheimer's naked. I'm like, what the? Wait, what happened to her shirt? And then she starts fucking him.
In the conference room, like
Yeah.
All right, I guess we're doing it. I said out loud like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
I was like, come on. Oh. Just so that entire scene was just so bizarre.
Yeah.
Like I was not expecting that.
Oh yeah, and that was with her that because of another thing because he was, you know, fucking her that she was also in the Communist Party. And...
Yeah, so he definitely had a thing for communists.
Yeah, I mean they did make that clear that he literally was surrounding himself with communists. So yeah, no shit, they're gonna think like you're a spy or whatever.
Yeah, not the brightest in some aspects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I will have to once again thank Christopher Nolan for that.
Yeah.
For seeing that Florence Pugh is indeed stacked.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nolan. Very cool.
Yeah, hang on, I'm just Googling something. Okay, she's 27. Okay.
What do you...
What?
Why are we...
I don't like when there's like...
Age gap? Is that why you were worried?
No, not that specifically. I just don't like when like there's really like young actors like our age or around our age group or younger that get naked.
Ah, okay. You kind of get worried that...
I kind of like am like, okay, there's gonna be lots of people seeing this and it's gonna be weird.
Yeah. I didn't... This came to my attention. We did see the trailer for like one of the movies we went to this year. There's a new Jennifer Lawrence movie. I guess she does a nude scene, so we might have to go see that now.
Any movie with a topless scene we have to see.
Yeah. It's inevitable.
Yeah. It is
Thank you,
necessary.
Nolan. Thank you, Christopher Nolan.
Thank you, Christopher Nolan. You really outdid yourself this time. Great. Good job. Nice tits. You know?
Beautiful tits.
And beautiful tits.
And rack.
And rack. I want that kind of relationship. The relationship that Jay Schlatt and Minx have.
Are they actually dating?
I don't think so. I think they're
You think he's just a big simp?
Not a sim, but I think they're just playing it for the show. Just being like, hey, let's just do this weird shit on stream.
I also just found it so bizarre that like the infamous like I become Death Destroyer of Worlds that was first said in the sex scene.
Yeah, that was such an impactful night for him. That it was like, you know, when she said that, or when I said that in front of her, her face was just like, great, cool. Oh, another thing, women, what's stopping you from going back to the 1940s, 1950s, and 1960s haircuts?
Oh, yeah, Florence Pugh definitely rocked that shit. Yeah. For real.
Like, women need to bring back that hairstyle. Like, come on.
Hell yeah.
Like, come on. Yeah.
Well, now with that, was Florence Pugh in our tier list that we did? Is she moving up?
She's at least... What was the second tier? Guys?
Smash?
Smash?
Yeah, it was past Smash.
It was
Uncharted territory final boss.
Uncharted territory.
Yeah, it's Uncharted territory. Yeah, it's definitely Uncharted territory.
Specifically her in this movie, though.
Yeah.
She has short hair in real life, which...
She'll grow it back.
If she grows it back, then yes.
Yeah,
but,
she'll grow. Of course she's gonna grow it.
But, like, it's her choice, so...
Yeah.
If she doesn't grow it back, then, like, no, I'm sorry.
She probably will.
But it has to be brunette. She's not a blonde that I would be interested in.
You want her to dye her hair.
Yeah. Pulling out your phone.
Yep.
For what?
I was gonna see if
For Instagram or...
Yeah.
I already saw it. And while recording this, I was just like, it's not really eye-opening.
I mean, her profile picture does show that she has... Yeah, I'm not as discriminatory towards... I know, I was like, because I was so thrown off because, like, with her post being like, she did the hedge with her, like, her having short hair, like, oh, she, like, having short hair in the movie, but no, she has the...
Yeah. Yeah. Either way, let's get on to the ratings.
I'll give it... I do think it was a really good movie, though. I
Yeah.
did think it was a good watch. I wasn't hating watching it or anything. I just felt the runtime was just kind of...
The runtime was too big.
It was just the
well,
pacing.
Like, it doesn't mean that it's internally bad that it was
Yeah.
a long runtime.
Yeah. I'll give it a 9, I guess. It was very good. I just... Like... I do think there's a lot of great performances. There's a lot of good moments.
Would you say the obvious choice is Murphy of Best Actor in the movie?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Besides him, who would be the runner-up, though?
Are we talking?
Besides Florence Pugh's performance in that one scene.
I'll give her a performance. It'll be Oscar worthy.
We'll film a couple movies. God.
I don't know. I feel like everyone...
I have to say Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I was about to say Robert Downey Jr.
Because in that scene...
I will say, though, that when I said Green Goblin, I was talking about Dane DeHaan. He was like Harry. He played Harry in the Andrew movies.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the last time I saw him because I think it was something that like the movie was just so bad that like he didn't do anything big until this movie. So I was like,
wow.
oh, wow. Hey, I reckon...
Who was he?
He was Harry and...
No, who was he in this movie?
Oh, he was the
spy?
He was the guy in the glasses. I know that's a very... That was... Yeah, Nichols. Yeah, he was like the lieutenant or whatever.
Okay.
He was with the general.
But yeah, the reason why I think Robert Downey Jr. is probably the runner-up actor of this movie was when he was in that angry scene.
Yeah.
When he was complaining about Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
That was,
that was
a
really
great
good
performance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do think a lot of... Literally, like, every actor in their movie brought up their A game. Even Josh, even though though you can't take him seriously, Josh still brought his
him pressing
full
that
potential.
button. I could not have pressed a button better myself. You know, like he did a great job pressing that button and looking at J. Robert Oppenheimer for like 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
He did great, very good job.
What's your... Like, this was your... How was your expectations now? Because this was your most anticipated film this year.
What did I give Barbie? Do you remember?
We both said maybe like an 8 or something.
8.5, I think.
I don't want to compare them because they're so drastically different from one another.
I feel like if I was good in math and science, I would have probably liked it better.
I will say this, though. Oppenheimer was definitely a much more better like crafted movie.
Yes.
But Barbie was more entertaining and
It
enjoyable.
was more like you could understand it better as well.
Yeah.
A 5-year-old could understand it.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly. But if you sat down a 5th grader, they're obviously gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
What the shit is going on? But with that being said, like I said, I just like watching smart people talk about smart shit for some reason, even though I don't understand it. It's like watching people speak in a different language. It's like, this is semi-interesting, I guess.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it's like, wow. They're just talking about stuff that they can understand that I cannot, but like at the same time, you know, it's just so interesting talking about like the atomic bomb and all the fucking math and science behind it. It's just, you know, the casual. Another aspect that I like is the casualness between like the characters, especially the Murphy's and Matt Damon's character, just like nonchalantly like business talk. I like business talk. If you know what I mean.
Talk.
Yeah, just like not going like you know, just like kind of to the chase. Very few words, but them completely understanding each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like stuff like that. So yeah, I'd have to give this movie 8.5.
Okay.
The thing that kills it is just like you never know when you're going back in time or like you're in the present.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of confusing to me.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I do agree with you.
Because like I didn't know that like this movie like at first was like a 3-year period.
Yeah.
And then meeting like 12 years earlier, like
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, they should have at least done like this was 12 years ago.
You
They
wanted
should've-
like the big text.
They wanted
You wanted text that said like 12 years ago.
not even that. More specifically, I wanted like here's the date or the year this took place in.
Yeah. I feel like I feel like they didn't go with that because they didn't want like constant text going on the screen, if that makes any.
Yeah.
I guess that was probably what they were like. They didn't want to like go back and forth, since the amount of times they do go back and forth.
Yeah, I guess so. I see why, but like it would have been very helpful.
Yeah, I do agree.
For like the casual viewer.
The only way you could tell is just by Oppenheimer's haircut.
Yeah. They did a good job aging them up as well.
Oh yeah, I did. I will give like props to like Cillian. That's his name, right? Like, there were some moments where he did sounded just like him.
Yes. That
And, like
one
in the
scene.
in the beginning when like in the conference room, he was like, there's some moments where he really carried like that like voice that Oppenheimer had.
Yeah, his shadowy voice, his whispering voice.
Yeah.
Doing good. He did good. And his brother, Frank, played by my beloved Cameron from Halloween.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah, that was him. I think let me see.
I know, because you kind of nudged toward me, and I thought you said Kevin. I'm like, who the fuck is Kevin?
Kevin.
That's Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart in this movie? Damn.
Hart's an Oppenheimer?
They really woke with this one. View all the cast.
That'd be like Netflix. If Netflix did Oppenheimer, Kevin Hart.
See Dylan Arnold
Oh shit.
played his brother.
Yeah.
And I remember his name. Yeah.
Netflix is Oppenheimer. It's Kevin Hart. It's J. Robert Oppenheimer.
Casey Affleck was in this.
Yeah.
Wait, is that what's his name?
You're gonna have to.
The other Affleck's brother? Yeah,
Is
the Batman.
Ben Affleck's
Affleck, yeah.
Ben Affleck's brother. I don't.
And
know.
Alex Wolff too. You know him?
Naked Brothers Band.
Naked Brothers.
Let's fucking go. Everyone forgot about it, but we never did.
Yeah, when I saw him, I was like, damn. He's
Oh shit! Yeah, I know he's been doing a lot more.
Sean Avery. Yeah, I didn't see him right there, but if you click on him,
Yeah, look how stacked the cast was pretty stacked. Florence Pugh included.
yeah, it takes a while.
Yeah.
Play for the Rangers.
Yeah. This was my multiverse of madness.
Yeah.
The amount of cameos there.
Right? I'm trying to see. Robert Pugh. Might not have any relation by just a
That'd be
coincidence.
fucking awkward as fuck.
Yep. Just seeing, a
Your
daughter.
your sister.
Nope. Robert Pugh is 72.
Oh.
Yeah.
No relation.
Now that I think. Yeah. Jack Quaid.
Yeah, that's Huey from The Boys, and he was a killer in Scream 5.
I'm trying to see.
Yeah, he's a really good actor. He's really great in both things I know him from.
Yeah. Yeah. Emily Blunt.
Yeah, I think she was Kitty, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she was Kitty.
See, I'm just so bad with names and actors.
Yeah.
Like, you would have to tell me like who they played. You have to show me like a picture of them. For
Yeah.
me to understand.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 8.5. Very good movie, even though I'm very fucking stupid and I didn't understand a single thing they said. I'm assuming the next movie might be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
We're gonna have to
talk to them.
we're gonna I feel like I since we do have time, I think we'll just finish up our podcast we were doing, and then we'll like during that we'll like make a chat between the brothers, and we'll.
Is Dale? Do you know if Dale's into the Turtles?
Well, we can add him in and be like.
We already have a group chat though. The cum.
Oh, well, yeah, I posted there. No one said anything.
Yeah, it's kind of dead at this point.
So yeah, we're gonna have to bring that back. I'll have to revamp it to get everyone's attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's coming out the first. Since I said it's like August 1st, so that's a couple weeks from now. So if we plan this week, we should probably we'll get. Obviously, we're not going Tuesday.
Yeah, no. That. And also because
yeah, we both have work. We both have work.
It's not bad, but I have D&D now.
Oh, you have D&D.
Yeah, I'm a D&D'er now.
We'll have to do Ninja Turtles D&D.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Highly recommend this movie.
For like one viewing.
Yeah, one viewing for sure.
Except for when you're obviously.
If you want to view that scene again,
if you can watch R-rated movies and you're like
at the necessary age.
Yeah, of course.
Then watch it. Anyways,
don't watch this with your parents.
Don't. It's very awkward.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm glad my parents are not like, hey, do you want to watch the Oppenheimer movie?
you like just sit inside like Oppenheimer, just like just like PTSD.
Just walk out of the theater when it comes up. Oh my god, there was in the Mario movie, there's like when Basil was singing his Peaches song, like there's just like that one moment where like Peach was just looking so submissive. And like one of the shots, and I'm just like, my mother was like, yeah, do you want to watch that with us? And I was just like, sure. But on the inside I was just like, no, thank you. Anyways, I'm gonna go shit my pants. Bye.